Start with the first question. So I wonder, what hobbies or activities lift your mood when you're feeling down or upset?
Oh man, I mean, easily. It's funny. I just mentioned this in my intro. Professional wrestling is my second love and passion behind art and theater making. And one could argue that professional wrestling is just an extension of art and storytelling because it truly is, which is why I just wrote a show about it. But without fail, I live and breathe professional wrestling. So if I'm upset, I mean, it's scrolling through whatever wrestling gossip is happening in the world right now. We're just watching clips of The Rock in 1999 and 2000, which is when I got introduced to wrestling, and just seeing how incredible he was at bringing smiles to people's faces and garnering a reaction from them. I would definitely say professional wrestling and anything Marvel and Spider-Man related. Those are guaranteed to put me in the best mood always.
That is incredible. Thank you for sharing. Marvel movies are simply fantastic.
Yeah, they're on another level.
Yeah. So my next question would be, are there any specific places or types of places that help you feel better or kind of just re-energize you, something like that?
Yeah, I'm interesting because one would definitely say I'm an extrovert, which I am. I need people to function, which 2020 did a number on me, and where we are now, to be honest. But at the same time, like, I also have severe introvert tendencies, but it takes me less time to re-energize than others. You know what I mean? Like, others, they'll like need a while to be away from people. I might need like a day and a half, maybe two, and then I start getting really antsy and I'm like, I need to interact with somebody. You know what I mean? But I enjoy, just being home, and like being home really is my place to re-energize, and just not styling my hair, not dressing, not putting on clothes, quite frankly. You know what I mean? And just lounging around and watching freaking comfort stuff on my TV. So I would say that my home is definite, just my reset level where I can be off. I don't have to worry about being on and networking and doing the business. When you're in this industry, so much of it is, it's kind of hard to turn it off. You kind of have to be on a lot when you're meeting new people and when you're networking and when you're building new relationships, and it's all for the better. You know what I mean? Like, it's just part of the business and it's part of the lifestyle. But it's time when you can kind of recluse away from that. You know what I mean? Just, be with my cat and my girlfriend and my bearded dragon and call it a day.
Nice pets. And yeah, that sounds amazing. And you're totally right about, I imagine kind of having that place to recharge after busy day of networking to doing everything that you do. You do quite a lot of things. You mentioned some comfort TV shows or comfort things to watch. What are some things at the top of your list right now?
Oh gosh, I literally just finished watching Search Party for the second time. Do you know it?
I do not actually.
Highly rec. It's on HBO Max. Yeah, Search Party is incredible. I recommend that to everyone. It's about a couple of privileged millennials that go searching for a missing girl and then get involved in some very sticky situations, and then there's no turning back, and therein lies the comedy. It's a dark comedy, but it's fantastic. It's so good. So Search Party back in the day was The Office before they removed it from Netflix. And I just did some He-Man, the new Masters of the Universe on Netflix. But yeah, I scroll through HBO Max a lot, and I'm like, what's on here? Just, the other day I'm technically unemployed right now because I'm in between shows. So I'm in my recharging phase, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch the Burton Batmans. And I watched Batman 89 and Batman Returns, and I was like, these are great. These are fantastic. So when I say sit down and watch stuff, it's usually not new stuff. It's usually just comfort stuff that I've already watched.
No, that makes a lot of sense. I know some people always talk about like, oh man, it's so hard to start like a new show. You know, you have to get like reattached to all the characters, the plots, the settings. So sometimes there's something not mindless per se, but just kind of calming about watching something that you already know. And you know,
Yeah, and it's
yeah,
funny, we're talking about mental health and anxiety, and uh, I just saw an article about how rewatching things is a form of calming anxiety and just taking care of your mental health, because it's something that is known. It is something that is familiar. So you can just truly sit there and re-enjoy something and put your mind at ease, as opposed to activating it by thinking, you know?
yeah, no, that's incredible. Thank you for sharing that.